In this video, I'll show you my collection of Poppy Playtime characters built from LEGO.
The fun never ends. Yarnaby.
I love braiding his hair.
I'll start with the friendly version of Yarnaby. Yarnaby is a lion cub toy created by Playtime Company. His body is covered in multicolored yarn, forming a fluffy mane and fur. He has an amber-colored face split down the middle by a black line, large cartoonish white eyes with black pupils, and a goofy grin with 3 asymmetrically protruding fangs. His paws have 3 toes with tan pads. He is always friendly and playful, loves being brushed, and even protects those he cares about. And now it's time for the evil version of Yarnaby in Lego form. When Yarnaby turns into a monster, his cute appearance transforms into something horrifying. His claws break and become sharp and jagged, while bloody scratches appear on his paws. The most terrifying part is his face, which splits open, revealing a gaping mouth lined with a ring of uneven, razor-sharp teeth that stab into his bleeding gums. Deep inside, a smaller maw is hidden near his throat. His once soft yarn becomes dirty and tangled, and he transforms into a relentless predator, hunting his target without mercy. I'm going to build Pianosaurus out of Lego. Pianosaurus is a dinosaur-piano hybrid and a minor antagonist in Poppy Playtime. Chapter 4, Safe Haven. Created as Experiment 1163, he was part of the Bigger Bodies initiative but was deemed a failure and later destroyed by Doey the Doughman in 2005. He has a green body with piano keys running along his underside, small black chameleon-like eyes, and 3 horns, red, yellow, and orange. His long neck and back are covered in colorful spikes, and his tail ends in a club. His claws and spikes form a rainbow. Instead of teeth, he has a wide grin made of piano keys, though his Bigger Bodies version had an incorrect key pattern, making him unable to play in tune. Now I will show you how this character will look in LEGO form. I'll make 2 versions, so don't skip ahead. Dr. Harley Sawyer, known as the Doctor, is the main antagonist of Poppy Playtime and Chapter 4, Safe Haven. He was once human, but after an experiment, he became a being sustained by vital system centers, with his organs kept alive separately. In the game, his mind is trapped inside monitors, where a creepy eye surrounded by static appears. He can take control of mechanical vessels, massive robotic bodies with screens for heads. When idle, his eye is yellow, but during an attack, it turns chaotic and red, and his mechanical body becomes aggressive, using powerful manipulators to strike at his enemies.
My name is Harley Sawyer. I'm called the Doctor.
I built figures from Poppy Playtime. Doey, Pianosaurus, and Dr. Harley Sawyer.
It's squishy, it's funny.
Let me introduce you to Doey, a naive yet terrifying character from Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. His light blue body, long multicolored arms, and short red legs look as soft as Play-Doh. On his head, he wears a signature blue bowler hat, and on his belly there's a mysterious symbol of 3 hands. But behind his cute appearance hides a tragedy. Inside Doey live 3 different personalities: kindness, anger, and reason. When he gets enraged, he transforms into a monster. 6 arms, sharp claws, a monstrous mouth, and a long tail. He can bend, stretch, and withstand hits, but his weakness is the cold, which could shatter him forever. I'll keep building, so leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
I haven't eaten in weeks.
That's how Doey turned out in my LEGO collection. Write in the comments who you want me to build next.
My name is Harley Sawyer. I'm called the Doctor.
Now I'm building Dr. Harley Sawyer as a LEGO figure. The Doctor is an antagonist from Poppy Playtime. Chapter 4. He was the scientist who created the Big Bodies Project. After a failed experiment, his body broke apart and his brain was connected to the factory systems. Now he watches players through screens where a giant eye appears. Harley Sawyer is a brilliant but cruel and ruthless man who committed horrifying experiments for the sake of the company. That's all you need to know about this character. Now let's keep building. Here's the creepy figure of Dr. Sawyer I ended up with. Comment below, who else from Poppy Playtime should I build in the next video?
Pianosaurus, he plays just for us.
I already built Pianosaurus before, but that time it was a more complex version. Today, I'll show you how I build a simplified Pianosaurus and tell you a little about him. Pianosaurus is a huge green dinosaur from Poppy Playtime whose body is covered with piano keys instead of spikes. Even his teeth are keys, forming a wide, terrifying smile. His claws and spikes shimmer with all the colors of the rainbow. He appeared in Chapter 4, but didn't last long. Doey quickly took him down. This is a simplified version of Pianosaurus that I'm building now. Hope you like the final result. Here's the unique Pianosaurus figure I ended up with. Comment below, who else from Poppy Playtime should I build next? Today, I built Pianosaurus, Doey, and Dr. Harley Sawyer as awesome LEGO figures. Comment below which one you like the most and who I should build in the next video. DogDay, Miss Delight, Huggy Wuggy, Evil Purple CatNap, and Nightmare CatNap. If you'd like to have a set like this too, leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to drop a plus sign in the comments if you love building LEGO.
No! Leave me! Please! Just go! Run!
Next up is DogDay. While I build him, here's a quick rundown. He's one of the most mysterious and unsettling antagonists. At first glance, he looks like a friendly dog, with soft fur, big ears, and a toy-like face. But behind that mask hides something far more terrifying. After refusing to obey Prototype 1006, DogDay was imprisoned by CatNap, locked away for 10 years in a secret chamber within the playhouse, tied up and mutilated. In this video, I'm building the bigger body's version of DogDay, no longer the cheerful pup from the posters. His body is torn in half, leaving only a starved, disfigured torso. He can't walk, only turns his head and speaks in a dull, lifeless voice as if all strength has left him. Now possessed, his body starts hunting the player through the corridors until he gets trapped behind a locked door. Subscribe to the channel if you love building LEGO figures. Miss Delight is one of the most terrifying and tragic characters in Poppy Playtime. She was once a kind, caring teacher at Playcare School, teaching kids about anatomy. But after the hour of joy, she turned into a bloodthirsty predator, losing all her humanity. Miss Delight looks like a ball-jointed doll. She has shimmering golden hair with a red bow, bright red cheeks, and a vibrant school outfit. Light blue overalls with an apple symbol, a yellow shirt with a white collar, puffy sleeves, and a crimson tie. Her crimson skirt with playful polka dots is now torn, stained with dirt and blood. Her smile is literally broken, cracked open to reveal dirty flesh and exposed teeth. On her feet are red shoes with intricate blue embroidery. In her hand is a terrifying weapon, Barb, a homemade mace crafted from a ball of yarn with pencils sticking out and a broken ruler as the handle. Now it's time for CatNap, one of the creepiest enemies in Poppy Playtime. He was once part of the friendly Smiling Critters toy line, but turned into a true nightmare after the hour of joy and the influence of Prototype 1006. He looks like a hybrid between a cat and a blanket, with a dark purple, almost black body, glowing eyes, and a permanently stretched, sinister grin. His body is soft and flexible, like it's made from fabric or fur. But something entirely inhuman lurks within. CatNap releases a red smoke, a sleeping gas also known as poppy gas. It causes euphoria, hallucinations, and eventually unconsciousness. When it's released, everyone around, even other critters, starts laughing and falling asleep. Leave a like if you love building LEGO figures. And here comes Huggy Wuggy, the iconic toy created by Playtime Co. Once designed as a cuddly giant to hug children. But under the fluffy exterior hides a true monster. His entire body is covered in bright blue fur. He's tall and incredibly slim, with long arms and legs ending in oversized yellow hands and feet. His face is the most recognizable part. A huge smile stretching ear to ear, made of 2 rows of razor-sharp white teeth that stick out even when his mouth is closed. His large round eyes with black pupils and white sclera give him a crazed, sinister look. Despite his soft, toy-like design, he radiates deadly danger. Drop a plus sign in the comments if you love building LEGO figures. Now it's time for Nightmare CatNap, the horrifying final form of CatNap, seen in Chapter 3, Deep Sleep. He's the embodiment of fear, control, and distorted sleep. Not just a monster, but a living nightmare that hunts your body and mind. His body is even more deformed, stretched, and twisted like something pulled straight from a nightmare. His eyes have either vanished or turned into glowing voids that ooze red or black smoke. CatNap's mouth is now unnaturally wide, filled with a swirling black abyss and jagged gear-like teeth.
is the prototype.
The prototype and Dolly the Doughgirl. Time to build them out of Lego. Leave a like and subscribe.
Is the prototype.
The prototype is the main antagonist of the Poppy Playtime series. Officially known as Experiment 1006, he was first mentioned in Chapter 1 through a mysterious VHS tape called The Final Log, and made his first physical appearance in Chapter 2. He plays a central role in Chapters 3 and 4. Visually, the prototype is a horror hidden in shadow. His body is a chimeric biomechanical nightmare. A massive ribcage, a long neck, a human skull with a functioning jaw and digestive system, and 6 powerful limbs that combine traits of spiders, crabs, and scorpions. His hands are made of slender metallic fingers, deceptively delicate, yet capable of piercing flesh and bone with disturbing ease. His arms contain exposed human bones wrapped in red, artery-like wires. He appears to grow by scavenging parts from dead toys, evolving into something inhumanly large. But he's not just a monster. He's a strategist and a manipulator. Intelligent, cunning, and utterly ruthless, the prototype orchestrated the Hour of Joy, a massacre at the Playtime cover factory where dozens of employees and visitors were slaughtered. He controls others like puppets, directing Huggy Wuggy, deceiving players, and even creating fake identities like Ollie to fool Poppy and lure her back into captivity. Inside him burns hatred for Playtime Co. and a hunger for destruction. In his conversations with Dr. Harley Sawyer, he mocks the company's actions, mimics the voices of former employees, and questions the morality behind the experiments. He shows no loyalty to his allies, discarding them as pawns in his grander plan. And yet, there's a mystery beneath the monster. He once gave up a chance to escape in order to save a boy named Theodore. Perhaps manipulation, or maybe a rare flicker of compassion. His obsession with Poppy suggests a deeper connection. He believes they are both something more than just experiments. He wants her to join him, forever. The prototype isn't just an enemy, he's a mystery. We still don't know who he was before the transformation, or how he builds his terrifying body. But one thing is certain, he's always watching, always planning, and always one step ahead. If you've spotted any Easter eggs in the game, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to leave a like if you'd love to get a construction set like this one.
others are hungry. The others are starving. Get up. They are trying to build more toys. More like you. It has to be stopped. Are you ready?
Well, oh, why? Dolly! She's twisty, she's twirly.
Dolly the Doughgirl is a bright yet mysterious figure in the Poppy Playtime universe. She's considered the female counterpart, and possibly the partner, of Doey the Doughman. At first glance, she looks playful and harmless, but there's something unsettling beneath her colorful surface. Her body appears to be made of a Play-Doh-like material in shades of pink, red, turquoise, and yellow. Her head and torso are mostly pink, with a turquoise bow tied neatly on top of her head and matching turquoise beads around her neck. Her lips are bright red, and she wears a wide, almost unnatural smile. Her right arm is red, while the left is yellow. The lower half of her body is mostly turquoise, making her design bold and striking. On her stomach is a signature swirl pattern, similar to Doey's, though with a different color arrangement. This detail visually connects them and hints at a deeper link between the two. But Dolly is more than just a female version of Doey. Her fixed smile, clay-like flexibility, and vivid colors make her both charming and eerie. Who is she really? Just a companion? Or a standalone experiment with her own purpose? Some believe her cheerful appearance may be a mask for something much darker. Her exact role in the story remains unclear. Official details are scarce, but fans speculate she could be another toy altered by the prototype, or perhaps an independent Playtime co-its creation, a so-called perfect toy designed for girls. Dolly is the perfect blend of innocence and unease, and that's exactly what makes her fit so well in the world of Poppy Playtime, where the line between cute and creepy is always dangerously thin. Write in the comments, have you already built this Dolly the Doughgirl model? And are you planning to add her to your collection? And that's it. These are the LEGO versions of all the characters I built. Who do you want to see next? Let me know in the comments. I read everything.